Okay, so despite being the future, I'd like to start in the past and go even further back into the past than 1967. So I'm going to start with a short reading from the Samyutta Nikaya. Yeah. Thus have I heard. On one occasion, the Blessed One was dwelling at Savatthi, in the Eastern Park, in the mansion of Megara's mother. Now on that occasion, the Blessed One had emerged from seclusion in the evening and was sitting, warming his back in the last rays of the sun. Then the Venerable Ananda approached the Blessed One. Having approached and paid homage while massaging the Blessed One's limbs, he said to him, "It's wonderful, Venerable Sir. It's amazing, Venerable Sir. The Blessed One's complexion is no longer pure and bright. His limbs are all flaccid and wrinkled. His body is stooped, and there is some alteration in his sense faculties. So it is, Ananda. In youth, one is subject to aging. In health, one is subject to illness. While alive, one is subject to death. The complexion is no longer pure and bright. The limbs are all flaccid and wrinkled. The body is stooped, and some alteration is seen in the faculties." So there we have the Buddha and Ananda in this discussion, addressing one of the themes that we are addressing here today. So the passing of time and the process of aging. And what I love about that sutta is not so much what's been said between Ananda and the Buddha. What I love about it is the image that it produces. So it's a very human image of two old friends enjoying each other's company in the sun, one massaging the other, and having this conversation about age and about mortality, marveling at it and delighting in it. So it gives us an image of friendship, but I think it's more than that. It's giving us an image of a particular type of friendship, spiritual friendship, Kalyana Mitrata. So this is a friendship between two men who've led extraordinary lives and done extraordinary things. So we know that Ananda and the Buddha have tirelessly worked to spread the Dharma, helping people to wake up and dedicate themselves to serving others. So in this part of the day, we were asked to speak about what Triratna can offer the world in the next 50 years. And I think it offers a great context for the development and cultivation of spiritual friendship. So in 50 years' time, if I'm still alive, I'll be 83. And what I'd wish for myself is to be sat somewhere in the rays of the setting sun. Might have to be somewhere other than Yorkshire, granted. But, well, yeah, this is an anomaly. But sat there in the sun, in the company of a spiritual friend. And we'll be able to look at each other, at our wrinkled faces, and we'll know that we've led meaningful lives. We've lived lives in the service of the Dharma, and that we've helped each other to do that. And we've helped many other people to do that. That's what I'd wish for myself, and that's what I'd wish for other people too. And Triratna makes that possible. So it offers that to the world. So with the teachings we have, the practices, the institutions, the inspiration which permeates our community, it's possible to form and deepen spiritual friendships that can last a lifetime. And this is one of the gifts given to us by our founder, Urgen Sangharakshita. And in his poem, The Four Gifts, Sangharakshita says, "My second gift is a golden net. Can you recognize it? My second gift is a golden net. Can you recognize it?" So no doubt there's many ways to interpret that. But I think one interpretation is that this golden net is the network of spiritual friendships of which our order and community consists. And it's golden because it's rare and precious. So it's a rare and precious thing to be able to come together as a community like this, founded on the ideals of love, generosity, truthfulness. And it's golden because it's attractive. So spiritual friendship is attractive to others. We've got this aphorism that the Dharma's caught, not taught. And I think one of the ways people catch the Dharma is when they see it embodied and expressed in a relationship between two spiritual friends. And these friendships form a net in the sense that every person is connected to every other person, whether directly or indirectly, through the bonds of friendship. And this brings to mind another image, the image of Indra's net. Some of you will be familiar with this. Indra's net, an infinite net of jewels. And if one looks into one jewel, all the other jewels are reflected as well. So perhaps Triratna's network of spiritual friendships has something of that quality. So it's not just something that is pleasant and comforting, although it is that. And it's not just something that supports our individual spiritual growth and unfoldment, although it does that too. At its best, I think our network of spiritual friendships is the emotional and social expression of the true nature of reality itself. So the interconnected nature of reality itself. So can we recognize that? Can I recognize that? Because the value, the uniqueness of the path of spiritual friendship that Triratna offers needs to be recognized if it's to be kept alive. So in another sutta, the Kausambhya Sutta, the Buddha speaks of 6 conditions that promote harmony and friendship. So they are deeds of loving kindness in body, speech and mind, that's 3. The sharing of possessions, behaving ethically, and sharing a common right view. So being here today and among such a large gathering of the Sangha, it's evident that those 6 conditions are very much in place, and our network of spiritual friendships is very much alive. And long may that be so. Long may that continue so that 50 years from now, for those of us who are still here, we'll be able to say that despite our complexions being no longer clear and bright, despite our limbs being flaccid and wrinkled and our bodies stooped, we'll nevertheless be able to say that we are still part of a golden and gleaming network of spiritual friendships. That's what Triratna, that's what we can offer the world in the next 50 years and beyond. Thank you.